This is a very good video presentation of running a salinity test on amber. Watch the video after the text. In this video, we will show you how to properly carry out a salinity test when testing natural Baltic amber. But before we show you the actual test, it is important to note that this test is very often improperly run and people get false results. That is because they do not use a control. By that we mean that you have to have a piece of amber that you know is real natural Baltic amber that has passed your salinity test. You have to test this at the same time as you test the other amber. If you do not have this control, your test will give false results when you add your amber to that you are testing. If you add your amber to salt water without a control and it does not float, your test results are absolutely meaningless. Here is a link to a complete discussion on how to test amber. I recommend strongly that you go there and read the information fully. That link is also below the video. Let's do an actual test. At the top we have a control. That's an amber stone, raw amber stone. We know what it is. Below that, there are some amber beads that we wish to test. On the left, there's some plastic. It's a dye. Now, we're going to make a saline solution. Salinity and temperature are extremely important. The ambermen in Gdansk region do not gather amber in the summertime. They gather it in the winter time, and they make sure that the temperature is generally below 4 degrees centigrade. That's because the amber does not float well in warm weather. So if your water is warm, even though it's salt water, it won't float. The Gdansk people know that. Now what we do is we're going to put the beads in the salt. You have to have enough salt, and the water has to be cold. Then we'll put in the raw amber stone. You'll note they float. We put in the plastic, it doesn't float. Another thing you can do is put your amber stone and amber beads in the water and keep adding salt until they float. And have the plastic in there also. You'll note the plastic doesn't float. Your amber will float. It's all a matter of the salinity and the temperature. Most people just don't have enough salt and they don't have a control. Even if it floats, if you don't have a control, the test is meaningless. Scientific method requires a control. Once again, I recommend you go to the link we're showing you to read everything about testing amber. I hope this has helped. There is a complete playlist of amber in this screen. You're also invited to subscribe by clicking on the subscribe button. And then we also have another chosen link for you to look, which is related and which you should enjoy. Thank you, have a good day, and have a good test.